Right now it's 6 new details in the shooting at a Madison K-12 school, plus what we just learned about the shooter.
And Adam Fravel is sentenced to life in prison.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Adam Fravel sat emotionless as the judge sentenced him today to life without parole.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us with the latest. Grace.
Ken and Emily, today was really difficult for everyone in the courtroom except for Adam Fravel and his family. The courtroom today was emotional as family and friends from both sides gathered in the courtroom. Madeline's parents and siblings read victim impact statements to the judge ahead of his sentencing. The statements read detailed the difficulties Madeline and Adam's children now face.
Nothing prepared me to try to comfort my nephew, who will never again be able to see, hear, or hug his mommy, because there is, in fact, a real-life monster who killed his mommy.
Fravel and his family did not react to the statements or the sentence. His attorney said they will appeal. Fravel entered the courtroom today with a smirk on his face. He told the judge, quote, "I did not harm Maddie, and I admit that." Ken and Emily.
Okay, thank you, Grace. Multiple vehicles are involved in an accident on U.S. Highway 53 in Onalaska. We now know there is one car on fire and there have been injuries reported. Our crew reports traffic is backed up from north of Onalaska, Menards to I-90 intersection, and the right lane is blocked. This is a developing situation and we will provide more details as they are made available.
A suspect has been named in a fatal stabbing in Eau Claire. Police say Anthony Jackson allegedly killed 31-year-old Alex Graff in an altercation at the Do Dodge Inn Saturday night. Jackson reportedly stabbed Graff several times before attempting to stab Graff's friend, who was able to fight him off with a pool cue. Jackson has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide. His next court appearance, December 26th.
A murder suspect has pled not guilty in a Prairie du Chien killing. 39-year-old Jesse Slaughter entered the plea in Crawford County Court this morning. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the October death of Daniel Welsh. Police found the 65-year-old victim dead in his home with sharp force injuries. Slaughter remains jailed on a $250,000 cash bond. His next court date is set for March 10th.
Well, now to Madison and that school shooting from Monday morning. Police there giving an update on the investigation.
It comes as the community plans to mourn the 2 dead and 6 injured. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut is in the newsroom with the latest. Allison.
Ken and Emily, Madison officials shared what they know now about the 15-year-old female shooter and the shooting itself at a press conference this afternoon. Madison's Police Chief Sean Barnes clarified that a second-grade teacher is the one that made that 911 call. Earlier, it was reported that a second grader had called police. Barnes says they are in the investigation phase and are looking into the shooter's online activity. He says officials are aware of a document being floated around online that some are referring to as the shooter's manifesto. Officials cannot verify the authenticity of that document and are continuing to investigate. Barnes did say that as far as motive goes, there appears to be a combination of factors, but would not expand. Officials will be interviewing students to see if bullying could have been one of those factors, but Barnes alluded to no one person being the target.
Everyone was targeted in this incident, and everyone was put in equal danger.
Chief Barnes also provided an update on those injured in the shooting, saying their status is unchanged, so it seems 2 people are still in critical condition. Many Madison Metropolitan School District schools received false threats today, and Barnes said officials believe there are no current threats to Madison area schools. Near the end of his statement, Barnes said the community will honor those impacted through love and support.
This is a hurting and haunting situation, and the many survivors will need our continued support, and we pledge to give them that in the days, months, and even years ahead.
Right now, there are no other press briefings scheduled, and Madison's mayor says they will share what they can when they can. For now, reporting in the newsroom, Allison Fergut. Ken and Emily, back to you.
Allison, thank you. The Madison community is rallying together at this moment. There is a vigil going on at the Wisconsin State Capitol grounds.
We had some sun early this morning, but actually cloud cover kind of took over through the afternoon and evening. We have some light snow that's spreading across the area, even a little bit of light freezing drizzle south of I-92. But overall, La Crosse and Eau Claire still dry. Cuyahoga and Ridgeway, that's kind of where the precipitation is starting to get in I-90, especially south of that area overall. But this evening, La Crosse, just a few flurries expected, maybe some light snow. I think picking up between about 9 to 11 seems to be the best chance. Could be even light little drizzle south of that area, so something to keep in mind of. It could still create some slick roads, even if it doesn't amount to too much. Eau Claire less in the way of snow, I think just flurry activity, if nothing at all. But cloud cover and still fairly mild with a light wind, so not a bad evening overall condition-wise. The special weather statement now has kind of actually expired, so that yellow area to the west is where we're seeing more of a freezing drizzle potential there. Otherwise, I think a lot of that still is snow as you look at the visibilities. Not much reduction, and this won't reduce visibility much as it comes through if we get anything, maybe just down to 8 or 7 miles at a time. If we kind of time it out, it's going to expand a little bit further north and east throughout the evening hour, but I think it's only going to get just north of La Crosse really for the most part. We'll have to keep an eye on Prairie du Chien area, those areas. That's where I think the more accumulation potential could be, maybe up to an inch to 2 potential. But we have something bigger coming up after this is done. Although Wednesday's dry, Thursday's looking to be a lot snowy and some impacts, and we'll kind of time those out a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
A farmer's market brings local flavor and handmade goods to the community. Today, the La Crescent Farmers Market hosted its annual indoor artisan and farmers market, bringing together a wide variety of local vendors, offering everything from fresh baked goods to honey and jams. With over 20 vendors, this monthly event allows visitors to shop for unique handmade items and fresh local produce.
Just nice to bring in all the people, see the local goods, local producers, and just to see all the friends.
The next indoor artisan farmers market will be February 11th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
The Children's Museum of La Crosse brought holiday magic to the community today with a special visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. Children had the chance to tell Santa their Christmas wishes and enjoy a variety of festive activities. The event featured a craft room where kids could create their own holiday projects, as well as a coloring exhibit where they could express some creativity.
This time of the year, with gift giving as it is, it's a really good way for our kids to enjoy the season.
They'll have another event set for December 31st. That one starts at 9 a.m. where families can ring in the new year with a balloon drop.
A guilty verdict.
The man accused in the murder of the Cash App CEO has received his sentence.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Ford gets 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
'Tis the season for mistletoe and holly, for decorated trees and presents and celebration of the good news. I bring you holiday greetings from the Board Store family. Our wish and prayer for you is for a very Merry Christmas and a new year filled with many blessings. If you need a break from all the holiday busy, stop at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse and wander through our 8 historic buildings. You will discover lots of ideas for improving your home in the new year. The Board Store Home Improvements, improving your home, improving your life.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben had a game plan from the start.
They answered all my questions in plain English. They made complicated law very easy to understand.
They were responsive. They called me back right away.
I would highly recommend Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben.
I would recommend Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben to anybody.
Absolutely recommend them.
Call Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben or go to schwabel.com for a free consultation.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The man accused in the 2023 deadly stabbing of Cash App founder Bob Lee has been found guilty of second-degree murder. But the San Francisco jury declined to convict tech consultant Nima Momeni of the most serious charge, first-degree murder. Prosecutors argued that Momeni stabbed the 43-year-old tech mogul with a knife after arguing about Momeni's sister. But Momeni testified that Lee had attacked him over a joke.
We think he had the intent to murder. The jury felt like he did not have the intent coming into that situation. But what matters today is that we had a guilty verdict and that Nima Momeni is going away for a very long time.
That second-degree murder charge carries a sentence of 16 years to life.
Wisconsin Republicans met today to officially cast Wisconsin's electoral votes. At the Wisconsin State Capitol, 10 electoral votes were cast for President-elect Donald Trump and VP-elect J.D. Vance, and confirmed the results of the presidential election.
Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg outlined a new government rule today. The new rule aimed at making air travel easier for people with disabilities, especially those in wheelchairs. The new rule addresses damage to wheelchairs and mobility devices due to airline and airport mishandling. Last year, there were more than 11,000 reported incidents of airlines mishandling wheelchairs or scooters.
The rule makes it clear to airlines that all checked wheelchairs and other mobility devices must be returned to a passenger in the same condition as received, and that any damage sustained or delay in returning that equipment will be presumptively considered a violation of the Air Carrier Access Act.
Airline employees and contractors will now undergo annual training designed to safely assist passengers who have mobility disabilities.
The FDA is considering a new ban.
And more on the possible ban of a certain food dye in just a few minutes.
We got some light snows this evening, dry for Wednesday, but Thursday morning may look more like that for a lot of the morning commute. We'll kind of track down what we look like for snow-wise Thursday and what the temperatures and winds also look like on that day. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break. There you go.
A big thank you to the Coulee region and surrounding communities for making our food drive a success. Your support and generosity are truly inspiring, and together we've helped make a positive impact by collecting more than 2,000 pounds of food. We couldn't have done it without you.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive a 30% federal tax credit. Unlike a traditional steel wood stove, a Hearthstone soapstone wood stove delivers consistent heat using beautiful soapstone. Purchase your Hearthstone wood stove before the end of the year and receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The FDA is considering a ban on an artificial food dye over possible links to cancer and other health concerns.
We're talking about red number 3 dye, which food companies use to color food items such as candies and drinks. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder discussed this controversial additive that food safety advocates have urged the FDA for decades to outlaw.
This has been banned in cosmetics and topical medications since 1990. It is still in food and medications you take by mouth.
CBS News asked some red number 3 manufacturers for comment, but didn't receive any response. In 2027, California will be the first state to restrict the use of red number 3 in foods. The FDA expected to act in the next several weeks.
Oh no, we're going to have to ban Skittles. We can't eat Skittles anymore.
I know.
Or Big Red.
I know, a lot of health risks and a lot of products.
Yeah.
Every new one just it hurts.
It does.
It really does.
Well, we had a few days without any sun, but it looks like we do have some snow headed our way. Let's send it to Greg on when that should happen.
Well, we got a little bit of snow this evening, not a lot, still some slick spots, especially further south you go, maybe even some freezing drizzle. That'll last to about midnight. The good news is we are going to have some sun for your Wednesday, especially in the afternoon time frame. It'll be colder, but overall, that sun will be nice to see for once because we won't see it much going into Thursday, as we do have a snowy Thursday in the forecast. There will be some travel impact with this. In fact, this will probably be the most accumulation we've had so far this season, maybe if you go all the way back to last season in a day too. So this will be a decent system to look at. Overall, right now what we're looking at is still a lot of the snow remains in Iowa or south of I-90. Right now visibility's on there occasionally drop down to 5 or 6. This is kind of trying to expand further north, but it's that dry air near the surface is kind of keeping a lot of this precipitation from reaching the ground. I think it will continue throughout the evening, expand towards I-90 and La Crosse, maybe a little bit further north towards about 9 to 10. That'll probably be the northern extent of it gets. Even a few flurries are possible further north, but accumulation really is going to be confined I-90 and south, and even further south you go, I would say Crawford County, Prairie du Chien, northeast Iowa could pick up probably the most, maybe another inch to an inch and a half towards midnight. Once we get past that, we're going to have skies begin to clear out for Wednesday, but it'll probably be to the afternoon for a lot of areas to see the sun. Amounts there kind of gives you what we're looking at. It'll be further south. We see this anything less than an inch, probably up to La Crosse, so it has kind of dropped off even more as what it was further north yesterday. But all in all, it should be a light event. But if you are traveling in that direction, there could be some slick spots on roads. There's your temperatures for tomorrow. Colder than we've had today, but it will be more sun in the afternoon, a little bit below average, but not that far from where we should be this time of year as we get closer to the first day of winter, which comes on Saturday. Overall, we do have alert day because the next system, it does hold a little bit harder punch to it. We're looking at about 2 to 6 inches of snow potentially. This is more probably I-90 and northward. I think less likely as you go further south and west, given the track on that. Road conditions, I think morning up to the north could be a little bit of an issue, but it's really this spot as we get closer to Thursday noon time frame to the early afternoon time frame where I think the snow rate will be the highest. It does drop off towards the evening, although that still means that snow could continue. I think we're really focusing on that point to see some of the worst road conditions, and then the evening commute could still be impacted. But if you look at this, the bulk of it comes during the day. Here's the first batch coming through the morning commute, probably north of La Crosse. We'll see that. Then as we get close to late morning, it's going to start expanding further south, and then really through about noon is when we see the bulk of the activity. There could even feel a little bit of a break in the afternoon, and then towards the evening commute, western areas may see it begin to wrap up. Then closer to midnight, I think everything slides to the east, so then we'll see it to end. But definitely we are going to see some good amounts of snow. Potentially could be 3 to 6 where this band sets up, and it really determines where this track of this low goes. It drops off quite a bit as you go further south of La Crosse, potentially 1 to 2, but this could shift. But right now, definitely going to be an area that could see about 3 to 6 inches with this. When we go to Friday, drier conditions. Saturday, a small chance of snow as the first day of winter is arrived. Then next week, as we go to Christmas, we're not going to really feel quite Christmas-like because our temperatures are going to be more near 40, and it looks to be mild right now through Christmas and the following weekend too. So that looks okay. Travel-wise, the only thing I see for Christmas right now could be some fog issues with the amount of moisture that we're going to have in the air, and if we have snow on the ground with those temperatures. But all in all, it's going to be a warmer Christmas.
Yeah, almost spring-like on Christmas
pretty
Day.
much, mid-40s.
But potential for snow, keep that in mind.
If we can keep it on the ground through then, yes.
All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, out with the old and in with the new. The transfer portal continues to change the makeup of the Badger football team. Plus, after a touchdown in the first quarter last night, the touching tribute from Justin Jefferson. Jacob is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Hey sis, guess who's home?
You made it! Smile, everyone.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, in the revolving door that is the college football transfer portal, there's some new developments regarding the Badgers, and that offense will look very different in 2025. Billy Edwards Jr. comes to Madison from Maryland to potentially be the next man under center for that unit. And one of the top targets in the tight end position, Tanner Koziel, comes to UW from Ball State. It was announced today that wideouts Will Pauling and C.J. Williams have entered the transfer portal to leave. Pauling led the Badgers in catches the last 2 years. Meanwhile, the Badger men's basketball team dropped out of the AP Top 25 rankings yesterday thanks to 3 losses in their last 4 games. Wisconsin ended their losing streak against Butler this last Saturday, and they'll now take on Detroit Mercy in their final non-conference game of the season on Sunday. There's a layoff of 8 days and then 11 days between Sunday's game and the matchup against Iowa on January 3rd. And John Blackwell is already looking forward to things getting back to normal.
I don't really like the extra time. Like, I like, practice. I like a sense of schedule. He's giving us extra time to, study for finals and get ready, because it's going to be a tough road when we come back from break. So we got another good game against Detroit Mercy, and then it's Big Ten playtime.
Wisconsin will have to make up some ground in the Big Ten Conference standings as they start out 0-2, with losses to Michigan and Illinois. The Vikings had a little trouble with the Bears last night in one of 2 Monday Night Football games, winning 30-12. Minnesota and Detroit now both have 12-2 records atop the NFC North. Justin Jefferson paced the Vikings with a team-high 73 yards receiving and a score in the first quarter. And that score he dedicated to former Minnesota wideout Randy Moss, who recently announced that he was in a fight with cancer.
It was just great to have it done in the first quarter, in the first one. So definitely got to show that love to him. grateful for what he has done for this game and what he has done for me as a kid. Just watching him and being a fan of him, always got to show love towards him.
Moss announced Friday he had undergone a 6-hour surgery to remove a cancerous mass, and he's undergoing radiation chemo, taking a leave from ESPN. So we all wish the best, obviously, to Randy and hope that gets better there. So a nice gesture from Jefferson. And also, let's take a look at the standings since we're talking NFL right now for the News 8 Sports Pick'em. It's Kate and Emily at the top, neck and neck. Me and Ken holding down the anchor there. So still time to join if you want to get in on the fun. There's still 3 weeks of regular season.
I concede defeat. We ain't coming back.
No,
you can't?
So. With 2 weeks left?
No, there's
also,
only 2 weeks left.
Our winner, Eric Lemon out of Onalaska, 16 out of 16.
Wow.
That's
only
awesome.
one to get perfect this week.
Nice job, Eric.
Good for you. Go celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like collectible popcorn tins, just $5.99. This new DeWalt cordless snow shovel, $129.99 for rewards members. For those who love their vehicles, assorted automotive interior accessories, buy 2, get 1 free. Plus, buy online and pick up in our convenient drive-thru. For holiday hosting, gift giving, and memory making, we have what you need for less. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
'Tis the season for mistletoe and holly, for decorated trees and presents and celebration of the good news. I bring you holiday greetings from the Board Store family. Our wish and prayer for you is for a very Merry Christmas and a new year filled with many blessings. If you need a break from all the holiday busy, stop at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse and wander through our 8 historic buildings. You will discover lots of ideas for improving your home in the new year. The Board Store Home Improvements, improving your home, improving your life.
All right, don't forget if you're traveling south La Crosse, especially, you might have some light snow this evening through about midnight for some slick spots. Otherwise, dry Wednesday, but then alert day for Thursday for quite a bit more snow before we dry out and cool down for Friday.
So a little bit of a winter wonderland coming up.
Yes, we'll have some
like
hopefully
it.
some snow on the ground by the time we get to Friday.
All right, that does it for us at 6.
Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you at 10.